I just got back from Home Depot and I bought some tongue and groove. I think this is like 30 seconds or something like that. It's a nice one for floor sheathing, so I believe we've got enough pieces to do the 10 by 12 cabin, and then we're gonna probably end up, figuring something else out for the deck from pallets just like these that I harvest right down the road from this local, it's a roofing shop or something like that. They manufacture roofing supplies, so maybe I'll end up buying my roofing there. But these pallets, they just leave out on the corner, and this is pretty much what I've made a lot of my standing posts out of. As you can probably see, they got some nice 4x4 posts under here, and then they've got some nice 2x4s and 2x6s that a guy can harvest, cut a lot of bracing, or like a long one like that that's real nice we'll use for the knee wall. So that's what I'm out here doing tonight, is harvesting pallet wood. And so yeah, you get to see kind of beginning to end where the wood comes from. Here is also a shot, guys, of some 10-foot pallets that are freaking awesome. They've got like a 1x6 plank that would honestly work great for our decking. So that might end up being our decking, but comes with a great 10-foot 4x4 post. And so this is kind of an example of what I've used some of this pallet wood to make. It's some nice patio furniture. I've got it listed for sale right now, but if it doesn't sell, I've got a nice property that I can take it up to and enjoy it. So yeah, when you can turn pallet wood into beautiful furniture like that, you might as well. Made it all the way up to the pad that me and Brandon camp on usually in the 2-wheel drive truck. It's a complete different story when it's dry outside, luckily. So I was able to get the truck up in here with a full load of wood. I've got fucking like $300 worth of tongue and groove OSB sheeting for the floor up there. It is $76 a sheet right now, which is outrageously expensive. It's an all-time high. So when it comes down to it, this cabin is something that even in the worst times is relatively affordable. I'm about roughly $1,000 into it right now, which that's an investment, but at the same time, a cabin's not just gonna probably be $100 investment. Sure, you could get it done, but I'm trying to have something that'll last a while. So I am doing proper brackets and trying to do pressure treated joist and base level like that. And then I do want to have a good solid foundational floor and all the fixings. But I do have tons of reclaimed posts and other random sized off-cut sheets, basically from construction sites that I'm going to try and incorporate. So I've cut a bunch of bracing out of pallets, as I showed you earlier. I'm going to try and get some of those screwed in tonight. It's beautiful weather up here. I'm probably trying to just camp on the platform tonight, which it was something I was dreaming about the other night. I was like, man, I wish I could just go up there and lay on that and camp. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna just cowboy camp right on top. Should be dry tonight, and pretty much no chance of rain, knock on wood. So we'll see how this all goes. Glad to see it's still standing here. Didn't blow over or anything in the wind. So yeah, we may have done something right. All our tools are still here. So yeah, dudes, I'm gonna try and get some of this OSB unloaded, some of these other posts, and get this wood delivered essentially. So that's the goal for this evening, and then tomorrow morning I'll probably head back to town. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a night working. I'm gonna probably start a little fire here and make some dinner, and I'm gonna end up laying down right here for bed. I'm gonna sleep on top of my platform just under the stars. Might get a little chilly. It's supposed to be like 32 degrees tonight, so nothing I can't handle. And yeah, it'll be a good night sleeping on the platform for the first time, so can't wait. Good morning, everybody. Probably got worse bedhead today than I did the other day. It was a little chilly last night laying out. It got a little breezy and probably 30 degrees at least. I was in my little top quilt there that gets kind of drafty if you're not too careful, so got a little chilly. I ended up kind of staying awake for like an hour or two, just sitting there looking at the stars because of how cold it was. I couldn't quite fall back to sleep, but overall it was a good night. How is everybody doing today? A little update from the off-grid property here in the woods. It's Saturday afternoon. We've been lazy on the camera, but hard at work. We've got the bracing going in here in the front, and it's really solidified this front half already. Brandon did a great job on it. We're gonna start working down the long side here probably, and then finish going around the back, and then probably finish just coming down the other side if we can, if we got enough scrap wood laying around here. And at some point, if we run out of scrap wood, we'll start throwing the OSB sheathing on, and then we do have these top and bottom plates for our sidewalls that'll run the length of the 12-foot here, and there'll be, you know, a 3 to 4 foot tall wall. So we've got enough supplies to keep us busy. We've been working away most of the day, but as you guys know, there's a lot that goes on that probably would bore you to watch. So we'll try and keep it interesting. We want to kind of clean up the skyline for a little bit better view. And yeah, Brandon's down here again. His wife and a friend of theirs came down, and they're off visiting the national parks that are just a stone throw away from here. So that's pretty cool of them to all get to visit. And tonight it'll be tacos yet again for dinner, and fun time around campfire. Can't wait. We've got a lot of this platform braced in, and it's looking really good, and it's really sturdy now, and feeling more hopeful that it won't just fall over, even though we're kind of just sitting on little patio pavers. I've got OSB laid out but not cut directly or sheathed and put in place. I've just got this tarp laying all over everything, and then we've got some other dimensional lumber under here that we're just keeping dry for the time being. So Operation Skyline Improvement here went well, removing some trees and giving us a better view of Zion there. And this one last dead one right here might be my last project right before we leave. And we're gonna probably move the vehicles off the pad, and I'll probably have to drop this one towards this other dead one over here. So we'll see what happens next week. Like and subscribe and all that stuff, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.